Looking pretty snazzy in my little business suit here, going to work downtown. New place rising up in Brooksville. What can it be? Stay tuned and let's take a look at what's going up. All right. Hello Lego friends, Matt from Brooks Bricks here today. The video taking a look at another MOC in progress. Yep, because it seems like there's always MOCs lately. That's the way it's going. But this one is inspired by my recent purchase and build of the Daily Bugle skyscraper, which I'm very, very happy with this, in case you haven't seen it. Pretty cool. So, that being said, this I'm going to present today is a in-progress MOC of a second skyscraper, which I'm actually putting on a 48 by 48 base plate along with the Bugle, and I'm thinking another one here, kind of a square one. We'll see how things go. That'll be the third build. There might be something even in here too in this plaza. We'll see how it goes. But I would like to introduce you to my next skyscraper to go along with the Bugle. You can see here that this is made up primarily of kind of the dark tan masonry bricks with some gray and black window accenting here. And we've got 5 floors and then kind of a nice ornate roof along each side here. First floor here I left intentionally just covered on this side because I do expect this is going to go up against another building. So I did not want to bother putting windows in there. I felt it'd be kind of silly to do that. Let me go ahead and take everything off and show you what the first floor looks like, and then we'll look at some of the higher floors. Alrighty, back here to look in depth at the first floor. So you can see here, this one is the tallest of all the floors. This is 9+ bricks in height with this kind of nice looking column here for support, but I think it also kind of gives a nice architectural aspect to it. If I take that off, you'll see kind of a nice indented space here with a couple of entryways, and then this nice little kind of quarter dome overhead to mark the entry. I will note I did try one of those revolving doorway kind of setups like I've seen other builds have at this point, but I didn't like how it looked, plus it would occupy a lot more space than I really wanted to, and I wanted this corner reserved for the steps up into the building here. So I felt 2 entryways, or 1 entry and 1 exit, would be adequate for this. I'm happy with that. You can see down the alleyway here between the Bugle and the other building. 2 sets of large windows and this nice little panel piece here, plate piece to kind of break up the aesthetic and give a little bit more texture. So I like how that looks. Now let's go inside here. You can see kind of a big lobby space. I'm not sure yet what's going inside all these floors. I'm just building the shell right now. We'll see how that goes. I did model the elevator build here after the Daily Bugle. I am probably going to change up things just a little bit to improve the look and aesthetic of this, but I think I'm very happy with using the idea of this on all the floors just to give the look of the elevator, especially because the back here will likely be against a wall right now in the Lego City, so I'm not too worried about the aesthetics of a real versus fake elevator. I think it works for what I want to do. But that in a nutshell is the first floor. Let me go ahead and take off one of the other floors and show you what that looks like. Alright, and we're back with the second floor in this case opened up for you to take a look at the interior of that. Again, in progress, nothing built inside, but I will be doing interiors. Those of you that watch my channel, you know that I love to do interior work. This will be no exception. And we'll see how things go with what I put in here. I still have to figure that out, along with that third skyscraper build I want to do. I have lots of thoughts. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, you can see a lot of floor space here available for use. Offices, cubicles, rooms, you know, things like that. We'll see. And again, another elevator. Each of the floors will have this mirrored the same way. I do plan to get some 2x6 tiles to actually make that look more like a proper door like the Bugle has on all of its floors inside here. If you can see through the reflection or not, but there are. And I just have the call button there and the floor indicators above the elevator doors. But the next 3 floors, in addition to this, all basically have the same structure, so no need to really repeat all of that. Let me go ahead and show you what the roof looks like. Okay, back with the roof removed. I did put it on this floor just for ease of access and showing it off. So you can see, yes, this is all dark bluish gray, or light bluish gray, except for the top tile, just for finishing everything off here. I will note that all of this really was to use up more of the parts I have on hand and in my inventory, from pick-a-brick hauls of various sorts that I've done, and like glass I've gotten from Lego, and I got a bunch of these black frames from a Bricklink seller a while back. So the idea really is to use up things I have and not have to buy more, which, with the exception of a couple little things like the tiles I'm getting, I have done that, so I'm very happy. So you can see here, I've tried to add a lot of texture into this roof. I've got some of these 1x2 modified plates, space in between with some of these kind of 1x1 kind of rounded. I'm not even sure what those are, how they're classified technically, but you can see what they are. I know a lot of the Chinese New Year related sets use these in orange and whatnot for roof effects. They're very cool. Then I've got these 1x2 half slope pieces here, which actually work really well for creating some nice aesthetic on here as well. So you can see it's the same structure all the way around here on the roof, but I just like it kind of gives some added look and feel to the top here to kind of go along with how the Bugle roof looks. Like that's got some kind of texture to it with the rails and all that stuff and the things down. So I didn't want to copy it, but I wanted to kind of use the same idea for that as well. So that is the roof here. Let me go ahead and put everything back on. We'll take one last look. All right, and one last quick look at the building with everything assembled here. Back on. Yeah, it's not quite as tall as the top of the Bugle here. It's almost there with the top of the roof here. But not bad for 5 stories compared to the very tall 4 here with the Bugle. I could have gone higher with this. I do have the pieces to do it, but I would have run into the sign, and if I had thought things a little more thoroughly through when I was building the Bugle, I could have put the Bugle on this side here and then built this on the other side and maybe changed a few things up to make it work, but such as such, you know, 20/20 hindsight. I'm still happy with this. I think it looks good. And another one here too, where I might go a little higher than this one, honestly, to kind of round things off. I think it's going to be a really cool skyscraper plaza. But also, interior work is going to be a lot of fun. We will see where that goes. But in a nutshell, that is my in-progress office tower, at least the first one I have going. I hope you enjoyed that look at the build. So, again, as always, I want to thank my subscribers in particular for watching. Always appreciate your support. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like because it really, really helps the channel. Just get it out there. Leave a thought or comment below. Really appreciate that. I try to respond to everybody. And share the video. That'd be great too. And until next time, thank you for watching Brooks Bricks. We'll see ya. Adios.